you must know Lazada. Alibaba, the parent company behind Malaysian e-commerce giant Lazada, was listed in Hong Kong in 2019 and now has the market capitalization of 2 trillion Hong Kong dollar, equivalent to 11 times of Maybank, Malaysia's biggest company by value. This shows that the Hong Kong stock market is desirable for mega-cap companies. Inclusiveness also makes for a big market. There are currently 2,600 companies listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which is twice the number of companies listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange. You can find all of them on M+ Global and actively trade in warrants and CBBCs. The structure of the Hong Kong stock market is also very diverse. However, technology stocks are the majority. The world's leading companies in almost every industry are present in the Hong Kong stock market. Besides Alibaba, there is also the famous mobile phone brand Xiaomi, the PUBG mobile maker Tencent, and the Chinese electric vehicle extraordinaire BYD. As for the financial sector, there's HSBC Bank. Big market breed ample opportunities. Over the past 20 years, the Hang Seng Index, which reflects the overall performance of Hong Kong stocks, has gained 113%. The Hang Seng Index has 76 constituents of mostly blue-chip companies with high liquidity and healthy financial conditions. If you are a value investor, Hong Kong stocks are definitely one of the best of your portfolio. M+ Global provides you with detailed financial data. You can check a company's profile easily on the individual stock page. If you are a day trader, on the other hand, Hong Kong stocks are also suitable for you. The T+0 trading system in Hong Kong removes the daily price limit, where any price fluctuation is accepted in a single day. Compared with the stocks from Malaysia with a 30% limit on rise and fall, there's a higher probability of getting high yields in the Hong Kong stock market. M+ big market plus big opportunity. Fast account opening, easy to invest with no exchange needed in Hong Kong stocks. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
M+ Global, winning the world.
You may not know Alibaba, but you must know Lazada. Alibaba, the parent company behind Malaysian e-commerce giant Lazada, was listed in Hong Kong in 2019 and now has the market capitalization of 2 trillion Hong Kong dollar, equivalent to 11 times of Maybank, Malaysia's biggest company by value. This shows that the Hong Kong stock market is desirable for mega-cap companies. Inclusiveness also makes for a big market. There are currently 2,600 companies listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which is twice the number of companies listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange. You can find all of them on M+ Global and actively trade in warrants and CBBCs. The structure of the Hong Kong stock market is also very diverse. However, technology stocks are the majority. The world's leading companies in almost every industry are present in the Hong Kong stock market. Besides Alibaba, there is also the famous mobile phone brand Xiaomi, the PUBG mobile maker Tencent, and the Chinese electric vehicle extraordinaire BYD. As for the financial sector, there's HSBC Bank. Big market breed ample opportunities. Over the past 20 years, the Hang Seng Index, which reflects the overall performance of Hong Kong stocks, has gained 113%. The Hang Seng Index has 76 constituents of mostly blue-chip companies with high liquidity and healthy financial conditions. If you are a value investor, Hong Kong stocks are definitely one of the best of your portfolio. M+ Global provides you with detailed financial data. You can check a company's profile easily on the individual stock page. If you are a day trader, on the other hand, Hong Kong stocks are also suitable for you. The T+0 trading system in Hong Kong removes the daily price limit, where any price fluctuation is accepted in a single day. Compared with the stocks from Malaysia with a 30% limit on rise and fall, there's a higher probability of getting high yields in the Hong Kong stock market. M+ big market plus big opportunity. Fast account opening, easy to invest with no exchange needed in Hong Kong stocks. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
M+ Global, winning the world.
You may may not know Alibaba, but you must know Lazada. Alibaba, the parent company behind Malaysian e-commerce giant Lazada, was listed in Hong Kong in 2019 and now has the market capitalization of 2 trillion Hong Kong dollar, equivalent to 11 times of Maybank, Malaysia's biggest company by value. This shows that the Hong Kong stock market is desirable for mega-cap companies. Inclusiveness also makes for a big market. There are currently 2,600 companies listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which is twice the number of companies listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange. You can find all of them on M+ Global and actively trade in warrants and CBBCs. The structure of the Hong Kong stock market is also very diverse. However, technology stocks are the majority. The world's leading companies in almost every industry are present in the Hong Kong stock market. Besides Alibaba, there is also the famous mobile phone brand Xiaomi, the PUBG mobile maker Tencent, and the Chinese electric vehicle extraordinaire BYD. As for the financial sector, there's HSBC Bank. Big market breed ample opportunities. Over the past 20 years, the Hang Seng Index, which reflects the overall performance of Hong Kong stocks, has gained 113%. The Hang Seng Index has 76 constituents of mostly blue-chip companies with high liquidity and healthy financial conditions. If you are a value investor, Hong Kong stocks are definitely one of the best of your portfolio. M+ Global provides you with detailed financial data. You can check a company's profile easily on the individual stock page. If you are a day trader, on the other hand, Hong Kong stocks are also suitable for you. The T+0 trading system in Hong Kong removes the daily price limit, where any price fluctuation is accepted in a single day. Compared with the stocks from Malaysia with a 30% limit on rise and fall, there's a higher probability of getting high yields in the Hong Kong stock market. M+ big market plus big opportunity. Fast account opening, easy to invest with no exchange needed in Hong Kong stocks. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
M+ Global, winning the world.
You may not know Alibaba, but you must know Lazada. Alibaba, the parent company behind Malaysian e-commerce giant Lazada, was listed in Hong Kong in 2019 and now has the market capitalization of 2 trillion Hong Kong dollar, equivalent to 11 times of Maybank, Malaysia's biggest company by value. This shows that the Hong Kong stock market is desirable for mega-cap companies. Inclusiveness also makes for a big market. There are currently 2,600 companies listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which is twice the number of companies listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange. You can find all of them on M+ Global and actively trade in warrants and CBBCs. The structure of the Hong Kong stock market is also very diverse. However, technology stocks are the majority. The world's leading companies in almost every industry are present in the Hong Kong stock market. Besides Alibaba, there is also the famous mobile phone brand Xiaomi, the PUBG mobile maker Tencent, and the Chinese electric vehicle extraordinaire BYD. As for the financial sector, there's HSBC Bank.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today, and apologize for the delay because there was actually a technical issues happening. But we are back online right now. And just to let you all know, if your friends are watching this or they were supposed to watch it through Facebook, please ask them to come to YouTube because there's some technical issues with the Facebook platform. All right, so today is this live streaming is about how profitable Hong Kong IPOs are, and I am so excited. I can't wait to dive into this topic with Nick here today. All right, so say hi to Nick, and guys, if you can hear us, say hi in the comment area so we know that you can hear us loud and clear.
Hi everyone, happy to be here today and to share more with you on Hong Kong IPO. So excited to be here.
Exactly. So I'm going to be your host today, and I'll be asking a lot of questions from Nick. All right. So and to ask Nick to spill the beans and let us know the secrets behind this Hong Kong IPO. All right. So Nick, I have the first question. have you? What is your personal experience in investing into IPO?
I got a few, but the most memorable one will be on the Malaysian market. It's a counter called Optimax. It was pretty oversubscribed, I think about 80 times, but I'm lucky to get some allocation of that. So yeah, it's an exciting run for that IPO actually.
How much profit can I ask that you have actually gained from there?
Let's keep it secret, shall we? But I think everyone should actually involve in IPO as it's part of the equity portfolio, and so I think it's really an exciting chance to talk more on IPO, especially on Hong Kong's one today.
All right, I think Nick is going to tell us in the later slides, all right? So make sure you don't miss out this part of that secret. All right, and maybe I can ask the audience that any one of you right here, have you all invested in IPO before? Give me a show of hand and let me know if you are actually familiar with it or you are just very new in this new markets. All right, let us know. Okay, so just to let you know, Nick is actually a trade operation manager in M+ Global, and he has had 8 years of experience in equity trading and 5 years of experience in portfolio management. All right, so get ready to write this, to go through this exciting ride with us, okay? And Nick, is there actually a difference between all the portfolios that you have managed earlier compared to IPO?
I think I've been involving in trading a few financial instruments, let's say equities, ETF, and also digital currency. And so IPO has become one of my go-to financial instrument as well. If there is a chance, if there is an offering, I think because the most important part here is because IPO belongs to equity as well in terms of financial instrument, and I think the stock or the right IPO will give you incredible gains if you choose the right one, and it's within a very short time frame.
Oh, I think that makes me very interested about this topic. I heard the keywords, short term but very high profit. That's what I'm actually looking for. But I believe there's some strategies behind it for us to actually get this profit.
Definitely, definitely, and I'll be happy to share more with you later in this presentation. So stay tuned, guys.
Okay, so we actually have an IPO Telegram group, which we are going to share more insights after today's session. So I'm sure you didn't want to miss out all this, and if you want to have a community that's going to support and grow together with you, please join this Telegram group over here. We're going to share a lot of insights inside here, and stay till the end of today's session because we are going to ask questions and give out a $20 trading vouchers for you. All right, so stay till the end with us, and we are going to start right now. Okay, so but before we start, I have to make a disclaimer over here, right? So every investment has their own risk, and today's session is for education purpose only. If you have any doubts about the investment, make sure to always seek advice from your remisier or your dealer representative. Okay? Okay, so Nick, are you ready?
Let's go.
Guys, are you ready? Yeah? Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. Nick, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Hui. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for taking the time out for today's session. And I'm Nick, and today we are actually talking about some very interesting markets. And in the world of finance and international markets, Hong Kong is well known as being the robust, dynamic equity markets. And this is what we are going to talk about, which is entirely on Hong Kong IPO. And yeah, due to that, and in recent years, Hong Kong has solidified its position as one of the biggest equity markets in Asia. And this is why companies from all around the world come to Hong Kong to raise capital in order to also expand their reach in the strong Asian market here. So without further ado, let's look at some of the Hong Kong IPO in this recent year.
Okay, can't wait.
Okay, actually I just have a little bit of a few shares over here, 6 to 7 shares, but in reality we actually have over hundreds of IPO every year in Hong
Every
Kong.
year, 100 over IPOs every year.
Almost 100, sometimes
Wow.
more than 100. So Actually, it will be listed on the share exchange for like maybe 2 IPO a week, more around that. Some really active time, maybe 3. So let's see some shares over here. Like we have some big names here like JD Health. JD Health is actually the healthcare subsidiary for JD.com, which is an online marketplace similar to Alibaba. And if you don't know, like Kuaishou is actually the competitor of TikTok. And so TikTok, as you know, is one of the biggest short video app. And being the competitor to it, it has actually done pretty well on the first trading day. As you can see, they are risen more than over 160% on the first trading day.
Wow. I mean, like, if we can get more than 50%, that is already considered very good. But up to 291%, how is that even possible, Nick?
It's actually usually the prospect of the company and together with the story and the trend behind it. Sometimes the narrative is too good, so everyone in the market, retail, institution, they jump into everyone want to have a piece of the cake. So this is why sometimes an IPO could go up to 200%, 290%, things like that. It happens. And not to mention that actually we have this Miniso. Like Miniso didn't perform well in their IPO.
Oh my god, I love Miniso. I bought their plushies from China like a few years back.
And actually Miniso is very similar to Daiso, and everyone thought it's a Korean brand.
Yes.
But no, it's actually a China company.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it did not perform well on the IPO on the first day, but actually over the years it has actually risen over 200% from the listing price. So yeah, there's definitely potential in Hong Kong IPO.
I see. So if you don't actually gain from the IPO, you could have, there's still a potential that if it's a good company, you can still earn, get some profit after the IPO,
Yes.
just like what Miniso has done over here, right? Okay, cool.
Okay, so moving on, I will share a little bit here. Like, of course, we have covered this earlier, and yeah, we have Miniso. Like, I believe everybody knows Baidu. What's Baidu? But Baidu actually didn't perform well on its first day because Baidu was actually listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So, some like JD Health, Kuaishou, and actually, yes, I want to talk about Nongfu Spring. Nongfu Spring is not a tech company. It's not a retail. It's not a tech company. It's a beverage company. Is the biggest beverage company in China, and primarily their main business is actually mineral water.
Ooh.
So it's very similar to Spritzer in Malaysia.
Yes.
I believe everybody knows Spritzer. I do not have a Spritzer. I have something here, but it's not Spritzer. Oh, actually, it is Spritzer. Cactus is actually belongs to Spritzer. So yeah, I do have a Spritzer product on my desk. So yeah, this is all the similarity between like Hong Kong IPO markets and what is the similarity to Malaysian one.
I see. Oh, since you mentioned about Malaysia, Nick, so Malaysia IPO is actually a pretty hot topic. You know, people around me, from who I know, mostly they actually subscribe to Malaysia IPO. So how was the performance for Malaysia IPO actually?
Okay, let's look here. Actually, okay, in short, Malaysia IPO has revived again. The market has revived. And so I think between the COVID period, not much of companies are going public in Malaysia. So they are taking the chance this year to come on into the fundraising again. So we can see that actually we are reaching about 30 companies this year, and there are gains from 30% up to 200% on their first day of trading.
Yeah.
So definitely the frenzy is here, the hype is here, and I think guys, we all should be paying attention to the IPO market once again.
Okay, that makes me even interested about this whole thing. But then the question is that, Nick, if Malaysian IPO is already performing that well, why should we still look into Hong Kong IPO? We can just invest into Malaysian IPO, and it's our own market. We know it better than anyone else.
True. That's a very good question actually. I believe all of you here are curious and have the same question as well. But be patient, let me cover it more further later on this presentation. And of course, let's explore some of the details here. And for Malaysian IPO, okay, annually there's about 30 to 35 listing for the year, and the market is mostly saturated with domestic institution and retail investor. Okay, companies can either choose to be listed on the ACE market or the main market, depending on the market size and how much funds they are looking to raise. And Hui Ming, have you subscribed to any IPO before?
Myself, no, but my friends, family, they actually subscribe to the IPO and they get pretty good profits out of it, and they're very happy with subscribing to IPO.
Okay, good to hear. Good to hear there's interest in our IPO market as well. And also, I think based on the historical performance, as long you get an allocation on Malaysia IPO, you are most likely to make a profit, I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard from my friends as well. They always say, okay, you have to subscribe to IPO because you always gain money, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I always heard.
Yeah, you just click in on banking, subscribe, put in your account number, and that's it. Very simple process. And of course, let's come back here a little bit. And looking at Hong Kong IPO, actually, of course, Hong Kong has been always well known for their robust and dynamic market. And actually, they are raking in about 100 billion Hong Kong dollar every year from their IPO fundraising. And this is why Hong Kong is able to bring the international markets to come in. Not to mention that the high allotment rate encourage more retail investors to actually participate in the IPO activity. And of course, here am I letting all of you know here today, and it's actually coming to M Plus Global app that you can subscribe Hong Kong IPO in the app itself.
Yes, that's right. So actually, this IPO function is going to be our new function, and you guys are the first one to know about this. All right, and I have to say that we are very proud about this because we are the first and only trading platform that is providing this in-app subscription. All right, so yeah, this actually makes so much convenience, and we're bringing the convenience to you, so you can subscribe it just right with one click inside the app.
Yep, Hong Kong IPO is on your fingertip right now, and that's not all actually. And you can actually subscribe. You can actually use margin financing to subscribe for Hong Kong IPO as well. So this is actually a feature that I think most of you may not be familiar with, but let's explore more.
Okay, so I think that is like the two great features in M Plus Global app that you can use for this Hong Kong IPO. First is it that you can subscribe it inside our app, and secondly, you can actually subscribe it using margin financing. All right, so these are the two very important features that you can find in our M Plus Global app. All right, before we get to the next part, I saw something inside the table, you see. Can I know the reason why is that a Hong Kong IPO actually have a higher allotment rate compared to Malaysia IPO?
Okay, actually, there is a very special feature. Let's call it mechanism.
Okay.
There's a special mechanism in the Hong Kong IPO. This is why the Hong Kong Stock Exchange or the Financial Authority wants to make it more accessible to the retail investor one day to participate. So there is a mechanism I will definitely explain more in later part of this presentation, and yeah, you'll be sure to know why the allotment rate is definitely higher here.
I see. My God, I can't wait to know what mechanism it is. I think that is the reason why it gives more opportunity for people to actually subscribe to the Hong Kong IPO. Okay, so guys, are we still good over here? I think, you know what, this gives me a very strong reason, why I need to move into Hong Kong IPO. It's like another cake for me to, take it on, and something for me to explore so I can, gain something out of it. Okay, right there. So everyone still doing good? Okay, because right now, we're going to give away this $20 trade Hong Kong discount voucher to all of you. Are you guys ready or not? If you are ready, type in a comment yes, okay? I want to make sure you guys are still there. If no one is there, then we'll just keep this discount voucher until the end of the session already. Anyone there? If you guys are there, just say yes, okay? Because for this question, we are going to give it to the person that answer the question first. Okay? Whoever that answers this question first is going to get this $20 discount voucher. Okay, yes. Make sure you're ready. Your hands need to be ready on the keyboard, If not, you are going to miss this chance. All right, so listen up. Here's the winning question. And the question is, what are the two attractive Hong Kong IPO features that I have just mentioned just now that is available and very important in the M Plus Global app? That's two. Just now I mentioned again and again two very important features. Come on, guys. You think they still remember, Nick?
I think so.
Yeah, what is it? Maybe we should give them some tips, like the subscription method.
Of course, definitely. And let me just get through this.
Okay, what are the two attractive Hong Kong IPO features that's available in our M Plus Global app? Come on, guys.
One.
Come on. No one knows?
Nobody knows?
Is Hong Kong discount voucher not US? Explain
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, there's some technical issues on the screen. It's actually 20 Hong Kong dollar trading vouchers, not US dollar. Okay?
Sorry
because
for
we
typo.
are investing into Hong Kong IPO, so you need Hong Kong dollar, not the US dollar. Okay. Anyone?
PJ?
Oh yeah. I saw.
We got one.
Fund
actually.
financing, margin financing, and in-app IPO subscription. Oh yes, correct. So the correct answer. So congratulations. I think you are the first one. I'll get my team to check out who is the first one on their screen. But on my screen is
AJ.
AJ. Okay,
congrats.
I hope you are the one that's winning this voucher. Okay, congratulations. Okay, cool. So we're going to move on to the next, continue with the slides. Okay, now.
Okay.
So now we want to know about the strategies. Come on, Nick, tell us what are the strategies that we can use to invest into this Hong Kong IPO.
Definitely.
AJ.
Okay, definitely. And of course, we are going to get back on the slide here. Regarding on the strategy here, we actually compiled data over 2 months. So from February to March 2021. If investors have no clue on what stock to subscribe to, no idea on what offering to subscribe to, if they just subscribe to all the IPO and try to get an allocation from it, and if you are that lucky, you get an allocation from all of it, you actually make a 50,000 Hong Kong dollar profit in the short 2 months, just 2 months, and you subscribe to everything.
What you mean by subscribing to anything, even though I know nothing about IPO,
Yes.
I can still get a profit of 50,000 out of it?
Yes.
What?
Actually, you may say it's a very good market time, and you say it's a bull market, but actually, what if you subscribe to all of the IPO in the year?
Yeah, because two months is like a very short term.
Very selective.
Correct.
But let me show you what happens if you share it over a year here. And can you see we have 4 years here? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. And you can see the total listing here is close to 100. Some years we can see about 160, 145. But guess what, guys? Actually, if you subscribe to all of the IPO and you get an allocation of one bought lot each, you can actually make a profit. The net figure is actually positive, except for year 2022 because it's a down year.
Okay.
People's taking profit, it's a bear market. So, I mean, you still profit over 3 years to cover 1 year. So I guess that's not too bad, isn't it?
What if I'm unlucky and I subscribe in the 2022? But look at the years like 2019 to 21. It really make a really sound profit out of it.
Actually, if you go back if you go back further to 2016, 2017, actually it makes a profit every year. It's just more or less and how much the amount it is.
So I think economics still makes a very great factor out of it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, but the strategy here is that there's a no strategy, which means we subscribe to all the IPOs throughout the year.
Yep.
But I don't think most of the people, including myself, I don't have that much amount of capital to subscribe to all the IPOs. So is there any, more practical ways for normal people like me to invest into IPO?
Of course, certainly it's more advantageous to choose specific companies with substantial growth potential, and it's best to do your study first and whether to see they are attractive, whether they have a good prospect or trends behind it. Before this, we have Kuaishou. Let's put Kuaishou as an example. Kuaishou is actually backed by Tencent. Tencent is the biggest entertainment company, it's the biggest IT company is in the Hong Kong. So that's really hyped up the stock a little. That's why it went that far during the first day of trading. And one thing to note, Malaysia IPO actually will be scheduled. So if let's say company A is going to list it in 3 months, you know it 3 months prior to that. So for Hong Kong IPO, they don't give you a heads up. So whenever they want to list, you will know like 2 days before it.
Oh, that is that short period of time?
Yep, but don't worry, we are here to provide you with all the information.
Yes.
And of course, if you don't know how to do the analysis, our in-house analyst will provide you with all the information on whatever IPO that is available on Hong Kong. So this is something that you should have stay tuned and keep in view on our M Plus Global app here.
And make sure you join the Telegram through the link over here. Because whatever Nick just said, because Hong Kong IPOs, they don't really have a schedule, so they can only know like few days back. So it's going to be like a very rush period of time. You might not, by the time you get to know the news, maybe it's already over.
Join the group.
Yes, join the group. We will keep you updated on the latest IPO that is actually coming in, so you won't miss any news about IPO, the Hong Kong IPO.
And I think there will be more discussion going on with the admins,
Yes.
the staff, the analysts, and all that. So be sure to join our Telegram group right now.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so Nick, you are going to show us like how to pick a strategic Hong Kong IPO at the later slides, right?
Let's go step by step.
Okay.
Let's see.
I just can't wait, you know.
Okay. So we run through a little bit of the process. Let me just get this briefly go through here.
Okay.
So how does IPO works in Hong Kong means when the prospectus is out and the public offering started, clients are able to subscribe through the app itself. Once if you have you only need a sufficient amount of cash, or you use margin financing, then you can start subscribe it from here. And the deadline means that your transaction is irreversible right now, and you will be waiting for allotment. So this is when the thing is final. So right now you will be waiting for your share allotment. And on the allotment day itself, either you get your share. If you don't get your share, your money will be credited back into your M Plus Global account.
Okay.
And if you are successful allotted, so the share will be given it to you, and the balance of fund will be credited back to the M Plus Global. So everything is in the app itself.
That's very convenient.
The share allotted in your M Plus Global will be ready for your trading on the first day of listing. So it's a very simple process, and it is very similar to how Malaysian IPO works. Actually, it's not much difference. It's just that we don't have a scheduled timetable for whatever company is going listed.
I see. Okay, then that's pretty clear for the process of Hong Kong IPO as well, because it's very similar to Malaysia IPO. Just the schedule thing is different.
And of course, let's go on to the next slide here. Okay, we will talk about the mechanism. The mechanism we have been waiting for since the starting of the presentation. So, Hui Ming just mentioned that how does the high allotment rate work. So here is why. The clawback mechanism here is the key. So whenever, you always heard this on the paper or the headlines, the Star newspaper, Age, this share is oversubscribed by how many times. But in Malaysia, you just, oversubscribed, popular. Okay. But in Hong Kong,
then we don't stand a chance to subscribe at all because it's oversubscribed.
You stand a chance, but very small. Lower probability, I guess.
Yeah.
But in here, clawback mechanism works that way. Let's say the clawback mechanism is triggered here. Actually, the institution part of the equity sales will be allocated to the retail one. So retail investor actually get a bigger share, bigger chance to get their share on this IPO. So actually you stand a chance to get higher, to get more share.
Oh, so can I say it this way? Like for example, if maybe supposedly initially only 10% get to subscribe, but because of this clawback mechanism, now maybe like 50% gets to subscribe.
Definitely.
Oh, okay, I think this is a very good news.
Yeah, that is why. And
Awesome.
of course, moving on to our allotment rate, one lot allotment. So this is actually similar to what Malaysia is doing. So the more share you are subscribing to, the higher chance you will get
Oh,
Okay. So let's say
okay.
you subscribe between 10,000 and 100,000. Of course, 100,000 gets a higher chance to get an allocation, but this is similar to
Okay.
what Malaysia has been doing all this while.
Sense. The more you put in, of course, the more you get.
I mean,
Right?
this. Okay, and of course we have a green shoe option here. Green shoe option actually works like this: is stable. It helps to stabilize the IPO price and provide liquidity. So let's say if the first listing day the share is not performing too well, actually the underwriter, the sponsors, will come in to actually buy the share price at the offering price. So if the price is at 80, so they are buying it at 100 back at the offering price. So it helps to elevate the sentiments of the investor. Hopefully, the price will go back up like that.
Oh, so it's like a big boss behind to
Yes.
stabilize the price so it won't, drop too much or maybe go too high.
Yes, can say so. But if
Oh.
the share went up higher, so actually the underwriter will actually sell more share. Sell more share to help the company to raise funds. So this option actually works both way. But how it assists the investor here is when the share price is lower, they will help to stabilize the share price for a while.
I think that is very good for investors because when we are investing in IPO, the thing that we are most afraid of is that the price suddenly drop off until a very low point.
Yep.
Right,
yep.
so I think if we have this green shoe option, it's going to be a very good thing for the IPO.
Of course, let's look at some example. If you are confused, don't worry. I will definitely show you some example here. And let's look at how to pick an IPO. I think
Okay.
everyone is looking forward
Everyone
to
is waiting
this,
for this.
isn't it? And I am not an expert, but I consider myself a little bit knowledgeable on Hong Kong IPO. So let me just give you a few tips and tricks so you don't need to read the whole book. You don't need to read the whole prospectus here.
Yes, thank you, Nick. Please do
So,
go.
okay, let's put some. Okay, we have Alibaba here, and we have Nongfu Spring, the Spritz of China. So, both of this is actually a huge IPO. And the first thing, this is actually the second page or the first page. Usually, the first page of the prospectus. So, you get the online version, you search for whatever company, prospectus, it will show this page as the first page. So what do you look at here? It's actually here. Let me see. Let me show you. You can see this box here. It shows sponsors, book runner, and this is actually the biggest thing to look at. You have to see whether these banks are reputable or not. I mean,
Okay.
CICT is one of the top financial institution in Hong Kong. They bring a lot of company to go listed, and usually they do really well. And I mean like you have Morgan Stanley here, you got Credit Suisse, Citigroup, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, UBS. I can go on forever, but the thing is these banks are too big. These bank are really big, and their involvement of this reputable sponsor can actually enhance their company credibility and reputation among the investor. So
I see.
their reputation is unquestionable.
Okay.
So I mean I talked so much name just now.
Is there like a list for us to,
Ta-da!
Okay.
So you can see this is actually CICC, and IPO counts for the past 2 years. Actually, they brought 56, 59 here, and the first day goes up is about 35, so it's about 60% of it. And you have Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, UBS, and so forth. And these are some of the big sponsors that you should be paying attention on.
I see. So they're actually helping the companies to go IPO.
Yep, they are
Right.
the underwriter.
I see.
But in Hong Kong, they use it another word as sponsor.
Yeah,
So it's-
sponsor sounds like they're actually putting money into the
Actually, yes, and that is the one of the most important thing in spotting a good IPO. And let's move on further. In.
So that is the first point, okay, when you're how to find a good Hong Kong IPO, the first thing is actually look at the sponsors because you want someone reputable and someone that is very, have that, how do I say it? Very reputable and have the
Popular, very big.
popular,
And
very
actually,
big
You
to
know what
support
I
it.
heard that is they actually fight at the trading floor on whose name should be on the left and whose name on the right. So they get a main attention on I'm the better one, I am the better one, just to push the market on how the stock is going to turn out on the first trading day. So this is actually something you should look at.
Very
And
interesting to know they actually fight over the sponsor
this
stage.
is some hearsay, but I guess it might be true as well, I think. And let's look at here, Kuaishou technology here. And actually, you can see here the link here. We have Morgan Stanley. We have China Renaissance. Renaissance actually is a listed company on Hong Kong as well. BOFA, HSBC is over here. ICBC is one of the biggest bank in China. So here are the book runner and the sponsor over here. And actually Kuaishou technology listing price 115 Hong Kong dollar. And look here, actually on the headline next day, the IPO is actually oversubscribed by 1,200 times. Okay, I don't think
It's a lot.
actually that is a record. That's not a lot. That's a record for Hong Kong IPO. I think there isn't any IPO that got oversubscribed by more than 1,000 times.
That's really crazy.
This
Man.
is one of it. And guess what? Guess what happens to the share price?
Definitely boost up lah, to the moon.
200? 250?
100 because previously you were saying we can go up to 300%,
115.
right? So this one is 105, maybe 300 plus, I guess.
Okay, you're actually close. Actually on the closing day itself, Kuaishou is actually trading close at 360. But okay, sorry, my screen only has 300 plus. I guess the share moved quickly at that point. But the closing price actually 360, and the next day it actually went over to 400. So it's a really huge IPO that time. And let me just, though this is some of the key point and some of the thing that you should look at on picking an IPO.
I see. So Nick, previously you mentioned about the clawback mechanism. So does it work in this kind of scenario?
Definitely.
Okay, so how does it work?
Let's look here then.
Okay.
So you can see that Kuaishou technology, on the prospectus itself, it shows here, but actually nobody really reads the prospectus. And okay, let me show you. If, for example, Kuaishou is oversubscribed by 1,200 times or 1,000 times, this is the chart here. So how does it work is, if you more than 100 times, the institutional and the fund placement actually goes to the public here. So normally for the retail it's only 10%, and the institutional, the fund, they get about 90%. So this makes them have a better chance, equal chance to get a share on this IPO, get an allocation.
Wow. So means the more people that actually subscribe to it, you actually stand a better chance, because from 10% now it's becoming 50%.
Yep.
So retail actually stand a better chance because of this clawback mechanism.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. Now I know how it actually works.
And so it makes sense that why retail investor has to come in. So to make the IPO much more exciting, it's not just all the fund house and institutional game, it's everyone game here.
Exactly. I think this is really something for us, individuals and normal people. We actually stand a better chance to actually enter the Hong Kong IPOs market.
Yep, actually you should actually look at it on a much more positive way. And it's not like, oh, it's so hard to get this allocation, or the chance is really, really small. No, just try. Because you never know when you get 100%, 200% gain on the first day.
Exactly. If you try, you stand a chance. But if you don't try, you don't stand a chance at all, okay?
Yes, that's definitely true. And let me look at this green shoe option. So green shoe option, if let's say Kuaishou price is at 115, if it drops to 80, so the sponsor will come in and buy it at 115. So it elevates the sentiment. It makes the market knows like, oh, there's someone buying. So don't be afraid, the price will slowly go back up. So this is what green shoe option works, and how does it operate as well. But not only that, if let's say in this case, Kuaishou is really, really hot stock, so the price keep going up. So what the underwriter and sponsor do, they actually issue up to 15% of the shares, and they help the company to raise more fund over here. So we can see that it works two-way.
Okay, does that affect the price? Because, okay, let's say if it has gone up to, let's say, 300 Hong Kong dollar, and when the green shoe option kicks in, does the price drops?
Not necessarily. It depends on the situation as well, because there are many short-term investors in the market, and also there are people who think they want to sell first and buy back later. So all kind of factors actually affect the price, and not only the green shoe option over here.
I see. Okay, so Nick, we actually have some questions over there.
Oh, okay.
All right. Guys, can we have the question up there? All right, thank you. Okay, I saw a question from Aizat Shami. So can Malaysians buy Hong Kong IPO? Yes, of course you can with our M Plus Global app. All right, you can enter this Telegram group over here. We'll share more insights. We have our analyst inside that's going to share with you everything about Hong Kong IPO. When is the IPO going to be online? When can you actually subscribe that everything will be in here, and you can also discuss on how you can actually start investing into Hong Kong IPO as well. And if you haven't, you can also join this Telegram group, and we will actually have someone to assist you to open and register the account as well. All right. And remember, as we said just now, there's actually 2 features, right?
Yep.
So, as Malaysians, you can subscribe Hong Kong IPO using the in-app application. Just using the app, you can subscribe to it, and you can also use margin financing to subscribe to it.
Yep,
which answer another question, I think also from Isaac Shami, right?
Yeah.
Can apply for margin financing. Yes, you can apply for margin financing, but that I think it limits to certain kind of Hong Kong IPOs.
Certain types of stock, I think it's not everything, but there will be a selective one who are eligible for margin financing, so the clients can use the financing part. So yeah, it's a new thing, it's a good thing. And also there's one more question actually. Will M Plus Global filter for Sharia compliance as well? Of course, this is something we'll be working on soon, and so don't forget to stay tuned on our Telegram channel. I believe that all this will be rolling out step by step on our app itself. So yeah, thanks for the question, Aizat.
Awesome. Thank you, Aizat, again for the question. Okay, all right. If you guys have any questions, just keep it rolling. All right. If we can't address all the questions, don't worry. Okay, just join this Telegram group. We will have the analyst inside, and Nick is going to be inside the group as well to answer all your questions. All right. So don't worry. We will be there with you to explore this Hong Kong IPO market. Okay. So before we move on, I know Nick, you are going to share with us some of the Hong Kong IPOs that are actually coming in 2023.
Okay.
But right now, we're going to give away another $20 Hong Kong dollar discount voucher again.
Okay.
Okay, so are you guys ready? If you guys are ready, say yes in the comments so I know you guys are ready, okay? I didn't want you all to miss out this opportunity to get this $20 discount voucher. Right.
Free voucher, guys. Voucher.
Free vouchers! Oh my god!
Where are the yes?
Hey, you guys still there? Come on. Where are the yes? I want to make sure you guys are ready, you know? Warm up your fingers and ready to answer all the questions because I didn't want you to miss out anything. With this $20 this discount voucher, right, you can already kickstart your IPO, you know? Help you to save some money. Okay. Nurul say yes already. Only Nurul, then Nurul, the price is yours already. Just get ready. No competitor, you know.
No competitor. Sure win.
Sure win, huh? No other competitor. Then it's going to be Nurul already.
Nurul then.
Just give Nurul. Nurul is the best supporter.
Yeah.
Nurul, you are the best. Okay, no one else. Then I'm going to ask the question already. So here's the winning question, and the question is. You ready? This one is actually very simple. We also mentioned it quite a few times. Okay, what is the mechanism that improves the allotment rate of retail investors for Hong Kong IPO? What mechanism improves the allotment rate of retail investors for Hong Kong IPO? Means you get a better chance to get that allotment. What is the mechanism? Remember the 3 circle? Nick has showed us just now. Which one? Come on, guys. Come on, $20 discount voucher. There's gonna be one. Hey, Nurul, putting hope on you, Come on.
So it's a 2 words mechanism. So one is a.
What is it? It looks like this, you know,
one
like you play the game like then got the door, the door like that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone answer. Call back.
Okay.
I think we have a winner here already. Come on. Is it? Are you sure or not? Is it callback mechanism?
No second chance?
Come on, guys. Those haven't answered yet. You still have a chance.
Do we give second chance?
Sure or not? Okay lah. The answer is correct. It's clawback mechanism. Alright.
Yeah.
So because of this callback mechanism in Hong Kong IPO, it actually gives you a better chance of getting allotted. Alright, so that's the reason why as individuals and retails we really encourage you to enter and explore the Hong Kong IPOs market because this is where we stand a better chance to get allotted and get more profits out of it.
Yep.
So yes, congratulations. We'll get our team to check out who is actually the first one, my screen here is Ming Yao lah. I think it's Ming Yao lah. Okay, so we will announce the winner at the end of the session. So make sure you stay till the end. Okay.
And so from here, I'm going to share some rumored upcoming listing for the rest of 2023. So
Can't wait.
Look here. Okay, I have 9 companies over here.
I know. Lala Move, JNT, Alibaba Cloud. I've never used it before, but I guess so because Alibaba is very, very familiar name.
Do you know which one? Do you know what is Douyin Group?
I think the Douyin Group. Is it Douyin, the TikTok that we're using? Because looks very familiar though.
Okay, let me clarify here. Okay, so Douyin Group is actually a subsidiary of ByteDance. So TikTok is under ByteDance, but what Douyin have in the subsidiary itself is the Douyin app, which is the China version of TikTok. So it is one of the cash cow of the company that is being injected to this Douyin Group. So that is going to be rumored listing.
Okay.
For this year, so stay tuned. And let me talk about JNT Express. I think everybody know JNT Express here. And so in Malaysia, that's everywhere. There are low-cost courier delivery top express delivery operator last year in Southeast Asia. So their business is mostly focused on Southeast Asia, and actually they are one of the biggest player in China right now. They acquire one of their rivals. So JNT actually going to raise about 500 million, 1 billion. So this is also a very key IPO to look at.
Okay.
Of course, we have Lala Move. It's similar thing. And Ubox is actually the vending machine. It's a smart vending machine operator in China. So if you go to China, you go to Shanghai or Beijing, vending machines are everywhere, and usually it's all orange in color because of Ubox and Ubox is actually backed by Alibaba and Group.
Oh, so that's the reason why the color looks so similar, like Taobao, right?
Correct. So remember this, Kuaishou have Tencent. So if Ubox have Alibaba, so use your imagination, guys. These are some of the IPO I think you should really look on to, and of course there will be more IPO coming in, but these are just the rumor listing. But be sure to stay tuned to our app itself and also our Telegram. If there's any new IPO or any new listing, you'll be the first one to hear from us.
Oh my god, this is so exciting, by looking some of the very familiar names over here, but it's going to go on IPO. Alright, so guys, yes, like what Nick just said, don't miss out because for Hong Kong IPOs, they don't have a schedule. They are going to announce it like a few days before the IPO. So if you don't want to miss out any of this IPO, make sure you join our Telegram group, and we will let you know once they have announced that they are going up IPO. So join the group here or here, okay? All right, make sure you don't miss out all these things.
Okay, and so let's move on. Let's carry on a little bit. So how to subscribe to Hong Kong IPO through M Plus Global? I think this part for me is going to carry on all the steps, and keep an eye on it.
Okay, so thank you so much, Nick, for very insightful and very exciting sharing on this Hong Kong IPO. I think it really aroused my interest to learn more about Hong Kong IPO, and I just can't wait for the next IPO to come in so that I can get a chance to subscribe into it. All right, and if you have any question, feel free to post it in the comment while I go through with you the steps that you can actually subscribe the Hong Kong IPO in our M Plus Global app. It's going to go online anytime soon. Alright, so I want you to be the first one to know about this feature. So once it goes online, you know what to do. And once the IPO kicks in, you know that you are the first one who knows how to get this function right and subscribe to the correct IPO. Okay, so the first step is that you will see the title IPO at the subtitle, the subtitle at the bottom. So just click in the market tab, and then you will see the title IPO, and just click into the IPO. So this is where all the Hong Kong IPO will actually show there. So from there you can pick whichever potential IPO that you feel that is just the right one. So just click into it, and then at step 2 you just click subscribe. Alright, so once you subscribe, we're going into the step 3. Okay, so step 3, this is where you can choose to subscribe using cash or margin financing like what we have mentioned earlier. But of course, for margin financing, it also depends on what kind of Hong Kong IPO. So some Hong Kong IPOs might not have that kind of option. Okay, and after that, step 4, after you have subscribed to the IPO, wait for the balloting results announcement to see whether you are successfully allotted or not. Okay, so that is how you can subscribe for an IPO in our M Plus Global app. It's pretty straightforward for you, and it's very easy. And remember, this is one of our very important features because only M Plus Global can allow you to subscribe Hong Kong IPO using the app itself. Okay, and something extra here for you to take note of. So whenever you subscribe for the Hong Kong IPO, remember to just check the amount of leveraging using margin financing, okay? Because you didn't want to invest beyond your limit, all right? You still have to invest beyond your limit lah, so you can take the risk, okay? And second, remember to check the board lot size because every IPOs have their own board lot size. So over here you can see it's
like the first one we have like 500 shares.
Yes.
The second one is also 500 shares, but the third one is actually 1,000 shares. So every IPO comes in different share lot size. It's not like Malaysia. Malaysia is just 100. It's just 100 all over the board. But in Hong Kong, actually we have 50, 100, 200, 1,000, 5,000. You know. So these are some of the things that you should be paying attention to, and of course we have all the issue price, the deadline, and yeah, be sure to check the deadline. You don't want to miss the IPO.
You didn't want to miss the IPO, all right? So if you're really scared of missing the IPO, you really need to join our Telegram group over here, okay? Oh, sorry, right over here. Where? Okay, join our Telegram group because this is where we're going to share all the insights, all the ongoing IPO and everything so that you don't miss out any of the deadlines over there. Okay, right. And let's see if any question over there because we are actually reaching the end of the session already. So we're going to pick up some of the questions and see if we can answer it.
Okay, there's the first one. Can we short selling in M Plus Global Margin account? For the time being, this function is still being developed by the team. So stay tuned and we'll be sure to inform you if short selling is enabled on our app itself.
Okay.
And second
one, can the same technique to buy for Hong Kong IPO be used for Malaysian IPO?
Not at this moment, but I'll be sure to have your comments jotted down, and I will revert this to my corporate as well. So we'll see what they will do with the app itself.
Okay, and make sure you join the Telegram group. So if you have anything, you can always ask in the Telegram group. All right, and remember to register for the M Plus Global account because if you don't register for the M Plus Global account, you cannot access to the IPO functions.
Actually, the top one here is actually for the registration.
Oh,
so click in, register. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes and everything is online.
Yes, okay, so make sure you don't miss this chance because we are already ready to ride in this wave of Hong Kong IPOs. So we really invite you to join us and be in part of this community and ride in this wave with us as well.
And
yes, so any more questions? Let me check.
Is there a limit down in Hong Kong market? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's a few questions coming away. I try to keep a few. I try to touch a few. On the limit down, actually there is no trading limit in Hong Kong. Unlike like Malaysia, actually stocks can go up 30 cents up and 30 cents down, or 30% up, 30% down. This does not apply to the Hong Kong market, so no, there's any limit down. And prospectus normally come out how many days before listing? Okay, on prospectus,
6 months.
and on prospectus itself, usually it's 6 months before the listing. And usually when they come up with the prospectus, they are awaiting approval from the stock exchange to give them the green light to IPO. So yep, prospectus will be out 6 months prior to that.
Okay.
And third question here, after subscription the IPO, when can we sell? Okay, after subscribing to the IPO and once you are allotted and you are successfully allotted you actually get an allocation. So if you want to sell it, you can actually sell it on the first trading day.
And you can check back to the earlier part of the video because Nick actually mentioned about it at the process of the Hong Kong IPO.
Yep.
So if you want to get a more detail of how this thing actually works, you can always look back to that process of IPO part. Okay, you can always rewatch this video. Okay, we'll keep this video in our YouTube channel, and probably if we can, upload it on Facebook, we will actually do that as well. Okay, is there any more question? I think we are almost time. Let's see if we can pick up the very last question, if there's any.
Okay, how much is the handling fee? Okay, so Hong Kong IPO will have this subscription fee, the handling fee, and all this sort of fee. And be sure to follow our Telegram group. We will have our admin to post all the details in the group itself. And definitely your queries, all your queries will be answered by the admin. So don't worry, all this technical issue, how to do, how much is the fee, when will I get, all these questions will be answered by our admin in Telegram group.
Yes, we will be there to support you along the way of this Hong Kong IPO's journey. All right. So I think, Nick, we have already come to the end of the session. Of course, we would love to answer more questions. I know how excited you guys are. All right, but just join our Telegram group. We're going to continue the conversation in the Telegram group to keep the momentum going. All right. So meanwhile, I'm going to announce the winner for the 20 Hong Kong dollar discount voucher that you have gotten just now. So the winner for the first question is AJ! Yay! Congratulations! And the second winner is Ming Yao. Alright, so AJ and Ming Yao, please PM to our Facebook. Facebook, right? Is it,
Facebook,
guys?
YouTube.
Okay, just PM our YouTube, so our admin will actually... Oh, Facebook. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, PM us in our Facebook page, M Plus Online, and then our admin will assist you to get this 20 Hong Kong dollar discount voucher. All right, and guys, if you haven't joined the Telegram group yet, this is the QR code over here. Make sure you join because we really didn't want you to miss out this opportunity. All right, and then we will be there to assist you further. And make sure you register for M Plus Global account. Okay, all right. And remember to follow our social media. We're going to keep you posted with more updated. Okay, and I think that has come to the end of the session. It has been a really great pleasure to have Nick with us here today.
Thank you, Hui Min, as well. And I
Yes.
hope everyone here gained something today, and hope to see you in our app. And stay tuned and stand by to subscribe to your first Hong Kong IPO. Thank you for your time today, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye, and see you next time. Bye. See you in the Telegram group, okay?